Hey everyone, and this is Conversations in the Living Room, where we lift the curtain on our blueprint to love, relationships, and pleasure. My name is Drew, and this is my handsome husband, T.
Ooh, I like that.
And today we're going to be talking about something that is started off as it's quite serious actually.
Yeah.
As you would have already guessed from the title, we're going to be talking about many different things. But yeah, let's just get into it.
So once again, we went viral, and this time it was for completely wrong reasons. Now, for context, we tend to go viral when we post our pictures, and I get people using our pictures for clout. Like, use the clout, it's a drug, get your money, handle your business. I don't care. I think where we draw the line is when clout sort of doesn't have a moral compass to it. You have no morality, and you're just using people to gain. I don't even know what it is you're gaining in this situation. So this picture went viral on 4 different occasions because of my likeness to LeBron. I don't see it, but people see it. And I've seen the jokes about it, and I don't necessarily care because there are different celebrities different people go viral for things like that, and I never cared about it until this one occasion. Now, Andrew came across this tweet, and do you want to give any context around it?
Yeah, I was just like scrolling on Twitter. I come across this tweet about the whole P. Diddy situation, and I see that this is in reference to LeBron implicating LeBron James into the whole P. Diddy allegations, recent allegations. We all know the allegations I'm talking about. And I click to just look at the responses to this tweet, and I see 3 pictures of LeBron and P. Diddy, but then the 4th picture looks suspiciously different. And I realized that this viral tweet, like it had crazy engagement, actually claimed that the 4th picture was Diddy and LeBron kissing when it was actually myself and T. And like at first I found it funny, and I sent it to Tosin, and we were just like kind of like laughing about it. But then I started to get pings, I started to get text messages and DMs from my friends like sending me the same Twitter post, and I started to realize how viral it had actually gone. Even strangers were like DMing us about that post. And what I quickly realized is that we were essentially used to push a narrative in a criminal case, I have you know. And just a lot of things started to kind of unfold, like realizing how people are using our picture to essentially fuel homophobia as well. Like we all know that this whole Diddy jokes are being used as kind of a guise for homophobia, essentially, specifically within the Black community.
Yeah.
And to have our picture kind of dragged into a criminal case, to kind of push this narrative of homophobia, but also to just drive more misinformation online, was just quite disturbing when we like sat down and actually really reflect on it. So we just thought it was important that we spoke about that.
Yeah. And I think for us, sometimes seeing these things is an automatic trauma response. Like, we receive a lot of hate online. And one thing for us is we try to brush it off. Like, we don't give attention to it, because I think when you feel things like this, it gives attention to it, it becomes more for a monster than it should be. So in this case, our first knee-jerk reaction was like, oh, it's one of those things, leave it alone, don't give attention to it. But then when we started reading the comments, when we started seeing everything, we're like, okay, no, this is actually very, very disturbing. Like, it was very disturbing, because a lot of the comments, a lot of the opinions people had on the issue just started to show that, like Andrew said, homophobia was the main goal of all of this in that whole conversation, because none of the allegations linked to anything. And I think when I started scrolling through the tweet, it's like so many community notes was discrediting everything he said. So I was just like, so your end goal right from the beginning was misinformation and clout. And I think that that's very sickening. Like, it's a very sickening habit to have, to chase clout, to chase virality, but with no value, no nothing, just nonsense.
And also, like, after thinking about it, we tend to see this pattern online whereby there is an allegation against a prominent, usually like a Black male celebrity, and it usually involves S word, S-A. I don't think I can say it on YouTube, but if you're able to figure it out, it usually involves S-A, a Black male celebrity. And I think it's really interesting to see how people tend to equate that to 2 consenting adults who are in a same-sex relationship or who are gay. And I think that equating of clearly a criminal act is just a further show of like homophobia. And I think we're seeing that play out in this whole Diddy situation. And I just find it quite like disgusting and just not considerate of people who actually are consenting adults who are gay or identify as queer.
Yeah, completely agree. And for me, it's a distraction from what is ongoing, because if you think about it, there is no reason in hell why anybody should be laughing around what is going on with Diddy right now. But the what do you call it? Is it the sensationalization? Is it the
sensationalization? Yeah.
Sensationalization. I hope it's a word.
Yeah.
Of making it into a joke and making it into normal. Like there are people that are actually hurt by what has gone wrong. Then you're now dragging people who have no business in this conversation into it, just to get clickbait, laughters, and joke. It distracts from what is going on. And for me, I find it weird. I find it very abnormal. I find it very, like, there's so many things you can do for virality. Like, there's so many things in the world you can choose. But a predator to use for virality, I think for me, it boils down to something being wrong with you mentally.
Yeah.
And I think, check that part about yourself. But yeah, this is just a quick video.
Yeah.
Just to basically I think it's almost like a vent, because it's a frustrating thing to go viral, but virality over something completely wrong, and you have no power to do anything on it. We chose not to respond to it. We chose not to interact with it.
I think we'd like to say a big shout out to our community, because they fact checked the tweet. So using Twitter's fact checking feature, they were able to just kind of tie the tweet to our original post and discredit it and say this isn't actually who he's claiming it to be, is a British gay couple, T and Drew. So like, thankfully fact checking is a thing, and thankfully our community came and showed up for us, and actually were able to just really kind of bring truth to that post. But yeah, we are good though. We are good. I think thankfully a lot of people are checking in with us just to see how our mental health was. So this isn't the first time we've gone viral for all the wrong reasons. So we have very strong support system in each other, and also in the people who engage with our content. So we're good, but this social media thing, it's not for the weak, child.
Nope. Side note, I'm really not a keyboard warrior. Take with that what you will. Take with that what you will. I don't do all of these things, so take with that what you will. But yeah.
In the famous words of Nene Leakes, why am I in it?
That's it. I don't think I'm going to like, comment, and subscribe for this one.
Yeah.